Victory is ours.
Whoa, Rick Brimstone!
Now, the journey continues with a Super Adventure Box.
All right, we're back. Welcome back to the Super Adventure Box playthrough. We're going to be checking out Zone 2 back here at the hub. So I thought I'd change up the way we look a little bit here. All right, we are now, because we're progressing into a little bit rougher terrain, we're wearing a new outfit. So this is the linen outfit, I think, from the game, which was added quite recently, was Once Upon a Time a tonic. And I've also changed our minis, so there are minis associated with the Super Adventure Box. And I decided to set up one from one of the creatures from the first zone that we were playing with earlier, and that would be the Super Monkey. So we get the monkey with us now, and when we beat this next zone, we'll do it again. I want to show you back here at the hub as well, by the way. There's this cave. So you see all of the parading NPCs that run around the fountain in the center? Yeah, this cave is where they come from, and they eventually go to retire back there as well. We as players aren't allowed in. This cloud manifests and decides to tell us that we're not allowed there, so that's a bit of a shame. But yeah, so here we're going to be checking out Zone 2. Now, I get to demonstrate another badass thing about Super Adventure Box. You know how we're kind of on a quest, yes, to save the princess, but also to unlock all of our skills and get all of our upgrades, right? Well, there is backtracking. And I know that's a bit of an ugly word, but to me, I like backtracking. I like backtracking in games like this. And essentially, what happens now, guys, is at some point in this zone that we're playing now, you're going to find we get an upgrade that we can use back in the original zone. Remember there were some hidden, strange, mysterious things in the original zone? Yeah, well, keep your eye out, because we may find something that helps us interact with those before long. So, here we are, Zone 2. And once again, we're going to open up. This is still a pretty easy, comfortable starting level. We're going to open up by slaughtering the bunnies. Of course we're going to be slaughtering the bunnies, because this is the second place that you can actually find a bunado. It spawns, once again, just like in the first zone. If you kill all of them at the start, then it triggers it. So, yeah, we'll go for this one here. And the idea is, right, that they're just nice, happy little creatures that we go ahead, we slaughter. Oh, look, this one's angry with us. He's actually got the crossed swords showing aggro. Okay, all right, kill him. That's fine. We got another one here. I wonder how many before the tornado appears. Oh, here we go. Here you go. Here's the animation. There it is. Oh, it's so brilliant. Okay, so it's really dangerous, by the way, as well. It does massive knocks and stuff to you. If you move too far away from it, it will despawn, but otherwise, it will just keep following you around. As you can see, it's invulnerable. Look, it does a heart of damage the second it touches us. And, yeah, we just generally want to keep away until it spawns billions of them. Interestingly here, you'll notice that in Super Adventure Box, there is no target cap, it seems, at least if that's what I think I'm seeing there. So we'll drink a potion here. Glop. We never drank any on the previous level, so I'll show you what that looks like, and we'll buy a couple more here. There's no target cap. Now, most of the time in Guild Wars 2, there's target caps to the skills, so you can only hit, like, 5 people at max, or maybe you can, a couple of abilities go up to 10. A lot of regular auto attacks and things do 3. Well, in here it seems the devs didn't care about that, and they just have it target capless, which is nice. If you remember, the original Guild Wars, nearly all skill, there was no real thing for the target cap there, if I remember rightly, but that's because it was structured very differently as a game. But because this is all instance, they're not concerned about that, which is kind of nice. Anyway, so yeah, we get to start off. You get these new bouncing mushrooms. We haven't really seen many of these yet, except the one right at the end of the previous level that we created, where you get to bounce on up, and you get to sort of see a little bit more of the bounce physics. And yeah, we don't really have to worry about this too much, except to get baubles. Once again, when you're in like nightmare mode, tribulation mode, you find that you've really got to pay attention to a lot of this stuff, but for us for now, it's pretty relaxed. Over here, however, straight away, I do want to show off. If we dig right on this rock in front of this waterfall, you can find that there is another chest hanging around here. Can't go behind this waterfall. Still nothing really going on there. But we do get a chest and a Kaiser snake attacking us, so let's deal with him. There are all those trees and things I suppose we could climb on, but I don't really think it's that important. Let's just sneak past that snake. Actually, no, I do want to collect some baubles. Let's kill this snake here as well. We want as many as possible. I think on this level, to get all of the upgrades and things we need, we're going to need about 200, which is great because we already have 179 since we did that little trick. I probably won't do any more exchanging of bauble bubbles into baubles like we did before, because it is, let's be honest guys, it's a little bit cheesy. Anyway, check it out. So there's a dark little mazy foresty type area here. I always love it when Guild Wars does this. It plays with like the lighting, makes things really dark, foreboding, so we got to be cautious and find our way through. I'm not even sure where the actual route is right now. Kill a snake. He dropped some food for us we don't need. There's a barrel. which gives us... okay, so here's another upgrade. This is the moon. So the moon stealths us. Interestingly, through all of the levels, bonus stages, and everything that's in SAB, I don't really think there's anywhere that the moon is super useful or good. But it's here, in this little section in this forest here, so we get to do that. We get to go on through. So, yeah, you'll notice now, look at this. It's a big old forest, and it's a lot more open than it was before on the previous level. Careful, we get a new type of enemy here. These are the cool spiders. They have glasses on. They spin around. They're actually really annoying. They're kind of like the queen bee dog that we were fighting before, in that they're really frustrating to... hit as they spin around, they evade everything, and then they can knock you away. But look at him, look how cool he is. And he's a cool, like, acrobat. He's got this nice little animation. He reminds me a little bit, I must say, of the first Mario game I ever played. A little bit of insight into me here. The first Mario game I ever played was Super Mario World. Not Super Mario Bros. Or anything. It was Super Mario World for the Game Boy. The original, just the straight up regular Game Boy. I remember it's one of the only games that I've ever seen my mum get super addicted to too. It was a really challenging game. It was one of those games where there was no password system or save system. It was like beat it all in one go or go home. And there was like a level where you would be like you were in a flying machine. There was a level where you were underwater. Anyway, like level 3 of that Mario game has like these spiders that come down from the ceiling, and these spiders on this always remind me of that. I don't know why, but there it is. Oh my god, we narrowly avoided a coconut and we fell! No, come on, man. Alright, yeah, there's a monkey throwing some stuff at us up here. So, it's suddenly really open where we go. Do we want to climb up high? Do we want to stay around on the forest floor? I'm basically going to try and be, in true Wooden Potatoes fashion, as comprehensive as possible and show you all the stuff. So, first of all, up on his slope, we get another 10 baubles from that chest. You notice how many baubles you get from the digging up chest, right? Like a lot more than, say, I think the first key we used last episode, we got 1 bauble from it, 1. And now we're starting to get like a lot. There's another chest as well, if I remember, in here. Under this barrel, we dig, and voila, you get another 5 from that, so that's good. Obviously, this isn't going to be a great guide for you all because I've gone all over the place. Another spider, let's let him swing, and then we can do this. Oh yeah, so we got the whip as well. Oh, I've got to show you the whip. Well, okay, so here's the whip, right? We use skill 4. Whoopah! And, okay, this is the reason I did this outfit. Look, it was a couple of hours ago I set this up. The reason I did this outfit is because I want to look a little bit Indiana Jones-like now that we get the Indiana Jones whip. And I'm guessing that maybe this is a reference to Castlevania, right? So yeah, it comes out, we get to whip them, we do a bit of a stun, and that might help us against some of these spiders and things. There's also, am I in the right area? In one of the corners of this area of the zone, we get another, like, big hidden area. Hold on, let's see. So we already got that chest that was there. I think I've shown you everything here. Hold on, can I just quickly run over here, super speed, just for one moment here. Alright, okay, so hold on. I think we just want to cover a bit. Maybe I'm jumping the gun. Maybe I'm thinking that there's an area that there's not just yet. So actually here, if you look on screen, I'll edit it on. How do we make... We must be able to make this jump to this leaf, surely. Oh my god, So, there's too much I want to talk about. First of all, check this out on screen. This is a map, okay? So this is actually a player-made community map. These are the maps you find for Super Adventure Box on... Can we make it over there? No? There has to be a way to make it over there. On the wiki. So they're very cool because obviously you get no mini-map here. And the world map here just looks like this, which doesn't really help you out. So the closest community-made maps we've got look like that. So that can give you a bit of a sense of the level that we're on right now. And as we go through, hopefully I'll edit them on. I've probably already shown you one when we were in level 1, actually. I just won't have talked about it. Oh, look, midnight just passed. So, daily just reset. That's very cool. Oh, I got my chest of loyalty, too. That's very cool. Okay, anyway. So, yeah, I want to climb up here. Maybe we get on top of the chunk. Maybe we don't come here yet. Maybe it's later. Because it does feel like a pretty big jump. So, there is a possible maneuver in Guild Wars. The problem is I want to stand here and talk to you all. But with a monkey attacking us. There we go. We made the jump. So there is a possible maneuver in Guild Wars. Obviously, you have jumping and you have dodging. You can do both of them together. Now, a lot of people know about this, okay? And you might be rolling your eyes thinking, oh, WP's going to explain what a jump dodge is. But listen, it's genuinely quite important for Super... The only place in the game, really, where it's of an extreme use is here in SAB. Now, because SAB is all about platforming and stuff, right? So... The Super Adventure Box itself never actually requires you to know how to jump dodge, ever. There is always a route, as far as I know. Maybe for like some crazy secrets in the last zone in Tribulation mode, maybe. But there is nearly always a way to go where you don't have to jump dodge. But it's a cool time to practice. And what a jump dodge does is it combines the height and distance of a jump with the speed of a dodge. Which means that if you can do them both together, and I'm trying right now, the reason I'm jumping up and down is because I'm failing it. There, like that. If you can do them both together, you can go distances that you otherwise wouldn't be able to. It's like being able to have a super speed jump at all times. So here, we'll knock this down. There you go, 2 attacks, and that'll let us up at any point. This is all just a side area, by the way. This is purely just for baubles and maybe any chests, but I don't even remember if any are around here. So, yes, you can totally do that. And so, coming back to that log that we were on earlier, you can maybe get an idea of what I was trying. If I could have made the jump dodge, or like from this leaf to the other one, I'm sure we can do it with a regular dodge, but if you do a regular jump, sorry. But if you do a dodge jump, you can make these things a lot quicker and smoother and easier, yeah? So that's kind of the whole point there. This is where we entered the area. Look at all the spiders I never managed to kill. That's so bad. Oh, there's a shop there. I didn't even remember that there was a shop there. Okay, so hold on. Now that we've climbed around, we got this. Oh, yeah. Okay, so check it out. We've got the bottom of this stump here. And there's a chest. A little campfire. Plenty of baubles for us to get. I almost missed this. So there we go. Let's just grab all of these. Get as many baubles as possible. Sabotage this poor little camp that somebody had set up. Now, if I had a key, I could have opened this chest at the same time. I guess there's no need for it right now. We'll just climb on out. And, yeah, oh my god. Is that the only way to get there as well? To climb up really high and then drop down in? I don't remember. It must have been years since I last did that. It's not that it's a shop, but the window basically is showing that there's a sneaky hidden thing in the area. I understand. That's kind of cool. All right, yeah, it must have been a long, long, long time since I did that. Okay. I think we've basically fully exhausted this checkpoint now. We got the chests. We found the little extra bonus area from climbing really high up. Let's keep on moving, and we'll just walk further through the woods. So now, another thing I did between the videos is I'm actually really depressed right now. I'm genuinely bummed out, okay? One of the things I was excited to do with this little video series for you all, this bonus series, on this, like, amazing, interesting, weird game within a game, I wanted to do a 90 FPS series because I love SAB, and what I love mostly about SAB is for my hardware, well, the way that I play the game at the moment is on a fairly high resolution but also high frame rate. And SAB, because it's so simplistic, right? Like, there's no water, there's no reflections ever. In SAB. There's no, unless maybe when we get to icy areas later, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. It's all very simple. The levels are very simple. I'm playing it alone, so there's not another player, so my frame rate goes really, really, really high. Right now, you can see I'm on 88, but I can min-max that and push that really high. And it's a treat to play. Like, it's really nice to have a high frame rate thing. In all likelihood, the people watching this right now, those of you listening to me right now, you're probably, by the way, there's a chest here. Let's keep playing. You're probably only on a 60 frame refresh rate monitor anyway, so you wouldn't benefit from that. But I really wanted to just try as a YouTuber. I wanted to try and say, hey, why don't I produce a 90 FPS series? There's the key. Damn it, it's this monkey that drops the key. Well, that's ages away. We're not going to be able to get that in time. It was a bit of a dream, and I really wanted to do it. But I like bottled out at the last moment. I just decided, oh, screw it. I'll do a 60 FPS one. People will like 60 FPS anyway. And then on the video for part 1, it was like stuttery and weird. So I'm really sorry about that. The frame rate was stuttering ever so slightly, okay? And I'm just a little bit too much of a perfectionist when it comes to this, so it annoys me. So I fixed that now between videos. I fixed that. So now it will be very smooth. It won't be 90 FPS smooth, but it will be pretty smooth, okay? So yeah, there you go. Sorry, Mr. Shopkeeper, for stealing all your stuff. I'm going to take your painting, by the way. Oh, can we pick his painting up? I guess not. In guild halls, that can become a decoration, by the way. We'll talk about that soon enough. All right, so anyway, what are you selling? Okay, all right. The big one, guys. The big one. I kind of lied to you on today's video. This is not just World Zone 2 that we'll be playing. We're going to go back to the original level as well. Why? Because this shop has a very cool item for sale. The mini bomb. Oh. Here we are. So, can be thrown or placed, requires ammo, costs 200 baubles. But guess what? We've done so much collecting already today. We've got plenty. So, are we sure we want to buy this item? Yes, we are. Okay, so if the digger was a really important item, this is potentially an even more important item. Let's grab our key and go back. Thank you, sir. That's brilliant. So, the bomb has all kinds of interesting stuff you can do, all right? Let me drop the key for a second. Basically, we can press this here, and when we press it, in our other hand, I guess it is, we get bomb. Actually, I can't see the bombs anywhere. Anyway, look, it changes our skills, okay? So 5 is to put the bombs away again. So 3 is to get the bombs out, 5 is to put them away. Now, while we have the bomb out, we have this skill. I don't know why the devs did it like this. Why didn't they just have the one ability? I don't know. Anyway, listen. So, if we tap this button, let's find someone to throw our bomb at, shall we? Let's see. Well, was there not a spider? Look, we can't go back again, right? I've hung around in that area of the level for far too long. There was nothing in this tree, right? No. I've hung around over there for far too long. Let's just keep going. When we find another monster, I will show you what the bombs do. But as you can imagine, it is a way of fighting creatures and something else. So here we got the checkpoint. Voila. We can even jump up there with the springy board. Okay, good. Okay, cool. Right, so it's a turtle. Okay. So turtles already are kind of interesting. Look at him. Oh my god, I love his little top hat here. They have, I don't actually know what this reference is. People in the comments will say, but they have like tokens or like little posters and stickers on their side of them. I'm not sure what they say or what the reference is. I'm sure it's a reference to something. Everything in SAB is a reference to something. Okay, I just looked it up while editing. So the idea is they're a play on box turtles, right guys? Because they're the shape of a box. And then also, supposedly, the stickers on the side of them, there's 3, right? And they represent the 3 starting zones of when SAB first came out, I guess. So that's the idea. They're like posters for those zones or something. So yeah, that's what it is. Anyway, they will attack you if you get close, so we'll drink a potion there. But if I attack him, he falls over. Look at him here. And his little tail's wiggling. His legs are running. He retreats his head inside his shell. It's so cool, the little details here. But while he's upside down, now he's shaking and he's going to stand back up. There he is. While he's shaking, we can actually jump on him. He actually becomes like a cohesive object, which itself is like amazing, really, guys. I mean, I don't know about you, but in any game I play of any genre, really, I always hate it when enemies don't actually have collision. Now, in MMOs, you tend to find that that's nearly always true because they don't want any weird situations where players can get boxed in or something. So it's very, very rare. Like, when I was playing Tomb Raider on the channel, if you remember, I was really happy that when we killed a big bear, it actually had collision at the end and we could climb around on the body. Well, look, the turtle, this is the only place in Guild Wars 2, as far as I remember, ever in Guild Wars 2 that you kill a creature and you can actually physically interact with it and use it as a platform to climb around on. And so you can see the idea. It's to allow you to jump. In fact, I would have expected that we could have climbed on that immediately, but you can't. But these allow you to climb on things, okay? So let's come pick our key up again. And like we can hit this turtle. And voila. Oh no, not even voila there. We can hit the turtles and we can climb on things, all right? Look, the game is totally teaching us that. So get some lily pads and we can climb up, right? Sneaky though, underneath this lily pad, there is another chest, 20 bauble chest, pretty good. Okay, so we'll do that. Yes, the lily pads sink back in if we are too, if we spend too long on them. Okay, so finally, look, a snake. Okay. Oh, and he's a green one, so he shoots three nukes at once. So we equip the bomb, and if we tap the skill, we throw it out, and we can throw the bombs at the snake that attempts to nuke us. So there you have it, and yes, it is a ranged attack. It's not just a ranged attack, but it hits twice as hard as our stick, and it's AoE. So you remember like the bunnados, the billions of bunnies that we have to kill all at once? Well, you could just blow them. I guess the stick is AoE as well, technically, but this is like a big AoE, yeah? So you can really accomplish a lot by staying at range, lobbing those bombs at people. Now, what's the downside of that? It sounds like just a way better stick, right? Like, why would you ever go back to the stick? Well, here's the downside. Number one, you have to buy the bombs. Number two, throwing a bomb is actually throwing a bauble. So look, we can one-shot the monkeys now. It's actually throwing a bauble. So if you look, I got 61 baubles. If we use this bomb, it costs us ammo. I used that word to describe this in the first video. It's ammo, right? So we're down to 60. So you've got to be very, very careful about that. And just that alone, even if in practice, that never affects your gameplay and it will never cost you any difference in getting upgrades or anything. Just the fact that it costs a currency, psychologically, will make a lot of people not ever touch the bombs. That's just kind of the way gamers can be sometimes. I don't tend to be that kind of gamer. I like to get the maximum value out of whatever I'm doing. Oh my god, this flower obstructed the nuke there. And look, you get the bauble back when you kill something. So, I don't know. I like using them. I really enjoy the bombs, and they're a great part of the game. Now, here's another thing, all right? And that is that if we hold the skill down, so if we tap it, we throw it. If we hold it, though, we can place the bomb on the ground on a timed delay, which you can use as kind of a trap to bait an enemy in. But more importantly, if you use this in the right place, just like if you dig at the right place, you could actually cause the environment to be destroyed. And when you cause the environment to be destroyed, well, that means good things. You can find even more secrets. So the bombs and the shovel together mean secret, secret, secret. Sorry, I was back here. So, yeah, by the way, we just dug up a bauble there. So, yeah, really, really fantastic. And with this, we can go back to Zone 1 then. And we can use the bombs to break our way into all kinds of cool stuff. I do want to show you one final thing, though, before we go back to Zone 1. It's a big secret, and it's probably the biggest secret of the original release, I would say, anyway. So we can come over here, we could maybe climb around over there, it doesn't matter too much. But yeah, so the start of this checkpoint was this, with the lily pads, right? We climb on this lily pads, we get up onto this fern, and the level wants us to go off this way, right? All the way over here. However, sneaky, if you look at this tree, it looks a bit suspicious, doesn't it? Like, it looks a bit weird, like, what the devs have done with the terrain. It looks like maybe you want to go there somehow, but you can't. You're blocked off. And if you come onto this bush, you're, like, blocked off. And you're blocked off. So, what's going on here? Well, if you are skilled enough to pull off a really sneaky jump, if you come back towards the lily pads, okay, and from here, you just watch me do the jump idly while chatting about random nonsense. If you do this jump, and you hook just onto the corner like so, you can actually get on the other side. And from the other side, there's a ramp down. And what is this? There's a giant worm here who says, "I'm Shortcut Worm. You can pass through me to a new location." And he opens his mouth, ready for us to enter him. Okay? So we go on in. And, yeah, I guess this is a little bit like, I don't know, Mario's the game that I think of with this as well, where you get secret portals that take you from one level to another. And, yeah, so we're inside the worm. We get this lovely music. And, yeah, we're constantly just being thrown around in its digestive system. This is not me jumping. This is me, bouncing around here. And, yeah, we get some baubles to collect. We get these horrible toxic-looking things. Which if we hit, by the way, we take damage, so you don't want to hit them. They're really weird, actually. I think this is the only place in the entire Super Adventure box you ever see them. Oh, come on, give me this bauble. I want this bauble. There we go. So, yeah, you want to be cautious of those. Poor Bract, our character here, hitting his head constantly. Let's grab this. And by going through the worm, just by basically holding W, really, you don't really have to worry about too much else. By doing this shortcut worm does exactly what it says. It's a shortcut that takes us from the start of this level to the end of this level. Look at this. This is the end of the level now. And not only that, but another dig spot. Voila. So far. Oh my god, a bunny came out of this one as well. Sorry, Mr. Bunny. We're going to have to deal with you there. So yeah, we get our key. And yeah, this is the end of the forest. We've genuinely skipped probably about, ooh, I don't know, 20 minutes of gameplay by doing that. This here is the final checkpoint that you can see, which we've already claimed because we skipped past it. And look, there's the cage. Look, that's the end, remember? So you've got multiple different routes you can go here. We're going to go to this one first. We'll nip up. And we'll just skip past this stuff. Because we will be coming back here in a second, so don't worry, guys. Because I want to do the shortcut and I want to show you the level legitimately, so don't worry too much. And now we get to fight the cage again. So here, by the way, you can knock this mushroom down to let us get back up easily. And now you'll notice it's a lot more tricky. We don't have all the free space that we had before to kite around from his attack. So he does the same thing here, but it's trickier because we don't have as much freedom of movement. So we've got to be careful to not get caught as we're trying to jump around. Usually people's strategy for taking him out is to just run in big circles like this. And as long as you do this versus Lord Vanquish's helmet, I guess. Is he Lord Vanquish? we can, once again, free the shopkeeper who's inside. This time not clinging to the bars, but, like, if you look at him over there, springing up and down and waving his arms around. But there you go, so we can take this out. Oh, no, he hit us! My camera clipped through into the leaves that are way above us here. And voila, he says, thank you for saving me. Here, I'll show you the way to a new place. We get a ton of stuff. Another continue coin. We didn't even die there. We get 2 continue coins now, though, for next time we get game over. The Rainbow Road establishes, allowing us to get up and get our loot if we were playing multiplayer. They do that. And, yeah, we beat the level. So that's all well and good. And the game's now going to zone me into the next zone. But I don't want to do that just yet. What we're going to do is go back to the hub. Okay, now bear with me, guys. We're going to go back to the hub, and now that we have the bombs, I want to show you some really cool and badass secrets back in the original level. I want to show you a bit of that backtracking. So, let's head on through. Alright, so here we are. Right at the start of the first zone, remember this? I remember this. So, let's go back to this area here, right? We get the easy key with the easy chest. That now you understand probably why it only gives you 1 bauble, because it's like right at the start of the entire thing. But now, remember this waterfall? What if we equip our bombs, we stand on this shore here, and we throw a bomb at the waterfall? At the start. Ooh, what do we hear there? We get a cool sound effect, and by walking into it now, you'll realize we've exploded open the wall. And look! We actually can find a sneaky cave on the other side. So there's tons of bonus little rooms like this in the Super Adventure Box. There's an enormous number of them. Some of them have lots of loot. Some of them have very little loot. Oh, God, that didn't really work very well there. Some of them have very little loot. How does this... Oh, there, we just make the jump straight away. But I do want to show you all of them. I'm hoping through these videos, I will give you... Oh, okay, that jump's really hard there. That's the kind of jump where if I was good at jump... I used to have muscle memory for it, by the way. This is the kind of jump where if I was good at jump dodging, I'd do that. Yeah, I'm happy to show you all of these, because I just think they're really cool. So look, you get an easy 5 baubles, and imagine this now. Imagine you've got a secret room, and then a secret dig spot within a secret room. There's not one here, but, you know, imagine that. Or imagine a secret room leading to another secret room within the secret room that leads to a dig spot. Like, they do that kind of stuff. There is tons of it all over the game. So, I'm going to show you all of them now for this zone, and don't worry, it won't take very long. Let's zoom through to the next, which is very obvious. Probably the first one any player ever found in the Super Adventure Box ever was this one here. It's just on the left, right in the start, over in this corner. Oh, no, not this one. This one's probably more hidden than that. You can throw a bomb at this wall and break it down. Like, there's very little telegraph there, except that the wall is shining a bit. Reminds me of some classic Tomb Raider 3 stuff there, where the only way you know that a block is like push or pullable is by literally the fact that it's highlighted a bit differently. And then they released on PC, the lighting engine was different, so you couldn't even tell. It's so ridiculous. Anyway, so yeah, you got that. I'm going to keep going. I'll show you the next one as well. Here we go, this one here. This is what I think is probably the first one anyone would ever see. You throw a bomb, it breaks it open. It all claps in, and there you go. And just imagine this, guys. Listen, I'm not going to... If you're watching this series, like 2018 or beyond, this is, like, not going to capture as well as... I love collecting those in that way as well. This is not going to capture the excitement and, like, the community collaboration that existed the first, like, 2 days when April Fool's 2013 landed all that time ago, and everyone realized all this crazy hidden stuff was in here in a surprise update to the game, right? Like, you'll never be able to really recapture that culture of what was going on there through these videos. The only way that we'll see it come back is if and when the devs ever release the next world. So here's something pretty interesting. By the way, here's the flowers. Look, I missed this entire thing. I don't know how I missed this before, but look, you get the bees. They open the flowers. If we watch very closely. God damn it, monkey, stop it. I'm supposed to be your friend now. Look, I've got a mini monkey. Look, and they grab the baubles out of them and run along. And by the way, you can actually kill the bees. So if I try and throw a bomb, look, you can actually kill them, and they drop their baubles. So for maximum bauble value, you'd probably want to charge along killing all of them as fast as possible. Anyway, listen. Back over here at the start of the flowers, before even you tackle this area, after you get the checkpoint though, okay, if you look very closely, you can climb on this, then on this, then on this. You can nip over the side, and you might think, wow, this is really weird. Is this right? It is right. The only way to get here is to do it in this order. You can't, like, on your first trip through. And there, you'll notice, sneaky wall, that if you come here when you have the bombs too, voila. You get another bonus room with a collection of other baubles as well for your effort there. So there you have it. And, you know, like, that's a big secret, really, in my opinion. But you only get, like, 5 baubles out of it. So then the idea that the devs just give you 250 for completing a zone, like, it kind of, I don't know, the recent update that did that kind of invalidated some of the stuff. It's a bit of a shame, but hey, whatever. Which is why I'm not going to do it anymore, guys. I'm not going to cheese it. Look, we got 121, and unless it's really annoying, I probably won't do the cheesy method of getting more. All right, so that's that. We're still not done, though. Let's keep going. Back to the maze here. Now, if instead of going the correct way through the maze, we go this version of the maze, you'll find there's actually a new one. Oh, God. Can we kill you, please? Dodge? Yeah, I got the dodge of the coconut. I'm always so bad at doing that, generally. If you go the wrong way through the maze... Okay, not the wrong way, which is what you're looking at I've done here. Back over here. No, that's not correct either. Oh, God, I shouldn't have started talking so soon. Here, let's go this way. Right, so it is the correct way. It's just like a very specific sneaky thing. And what I'm trying to show you now was actually really new. It was only added to the game very recently. Over here, maybe? Oh, I don't know. Hold on. Okay, so after you go to the labyrinth, you can come back here. There's a place where you can bomb. But you have to be really, really careful about exactly where it is you drop it. I'm just going to spam bombs, and we'll see what we get. Maybe it's here. Is it here? Let's place a bomb right here, because the ground seems to be a bit weird here. Let's place a bomb there. Does that work? No. I'm going to have to try this. Hold on. Maybe here? Come on. Come on. Oh, we just got 50 damage. It was... Okay, it's on the other side of that wall there. Hold on, let's go through here. Here we go, the wrong way through there we go. The wrong way through the maze, and if you plant a bomb, you'll actually create a hole in the floor. Now, if SAB has taught us anything so far, it's that holes like this will get you killed. But, I mean, this seems pretty suspect, right? Like, why would this be here? So let's just jump down and hold our noses. And, oh, we're alive. Turns out that there is a cave here with a bouncing mushroom that will climb us back out if we want to. But there is a cave here. And on the floor in the cave are these spikes. Okay, so you've got to be really careful. And it's extremely dark. Now, I may as well spoil it just a little bit here. Can we light things up? We can light things up a little bit with bombs. Okay, I will spoil things a little bit here. Oh, my God, we did some damage to those spikes. There is later on an update that gives you a light source. So there's a red barrel, which will probably explode, and we don't want to deal with. So we're gonna... Oh, no, we hit the spikes and died. Damn it. There's an upgrade later that gives you a light source, but we don't have that just yet. So we're gonna fumble about in the dark. I'll see you guys here in a second. Alright, okay, so bad news. My original plan for this series, this day of fun in the Super Adventure Box, was to do one video per zone, which would have been great. Except, it turns out getting all the secrets and doing everything takes a hell of a lot longer. I completely underestimated how much playtime is in the SAB. So we're gonna have to split this here. I will be back for the next part very soon, guys. Don't chew my head off. This is genuinely a really cool cave, and we'll be back to Zone 2 very soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you shortly.